extremely hard to find Canadian long branch number 40 sniper rifle, 100% original and matching is here. Was this the best sniper rifle of World War II? We'll find out. We're going to shoot it past 700 yards and let's see how this rifle delivers on accuracy point of view. Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Let's see if we can whack that first target. That's in the center. That's a good beginning. Ula, we'll go to 250, okay?
Okay.
We grab another round when you're setting up the camera. And for 250, we'll have to adjust. All right, I'm ready. The wind is picking up.
Let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Doing good job here. Ula will advance to 300 yards and I will try to whack that small target there, okay?
Okay.
So I have to add 2 more clicks for this.
Let's go.
I got him on the left arm. That's a good hit. I'll take that. I don't know what was press, but that's a good hit. I'll take that. Nice on that small target. 350 ahead of us. So for 350, we have to add another 2 more clicks. And we're marching through that field despite the weather conditions, which are not the best for the video today. But hey, the Canadian snipers didn't complain, right?
Let's go.
All right, she's ready. That's a hit on the plate. Just wanna see where, because I see the light blinking, but I don't know. Oh, beautiful. Target eliminated. Fresh round goes to the chamber. And I need to add 2 more clicks to the turret. And we'll have 400 yards, okay?
Okay, let's go.
All right, she is ready. That's a hit, and my goodness, we drifted to the right side, to the right edge of the plate. I think I'm seeing in the scope, yes. You know what, Ula, stay on that target, okay?
Okay.
I'll push 1 more shot. The guy is wounded, he's screaming in pain. Let's take him out of his misery, okay? Oh. There you go. The mop-up work is remarkable. Face shot. Okay. Accomplished. Fresh round goes to the chamber. I believe we have to add 1 more click to the turrets. And let's try to go for that 450, okay?
Okay, let's go.
That's a nice hit. I see it in my scope. Beautiful. Right here, I think. Let me see. So I'm not bullshitting you guys? Yep, that's a beautiful hit. Very nice. Time for the 500 yards and 2 more clicks on the scope. And we'll see what we can do at that target. Now the things are getting serious about the wind too. Even for 450 I had to hold really nice Kentucky windage to get it. Well, how are we doing?
Let's do it.
Alright, she's ready. Wind picking up. That's a miss. I haven't seen anything. Ula, have you seen anything?
I think there was like center mass, but below the target.
Below the target, huh? It is much colder today than from what I was working with. But with that rifle, we had such a nice days. But now the cold weather swooped in, but that's fine. Let me see if I can compensate for it. There you go. So I was holding on the head level. Let me see. And we got him in the guts. Windage, we are perfect, but that was a drop. No question about that. So Ula will advance to 550. And I apologize, guys. I have to clean up my nose. I told you I'm a little bit sick too, but hey, the show must go on. 2 more clicks to the scope. Even with the flu, shooting is fun and keeps me going. 550, okay?
Okay, let's go.
All right, she's ready, and I will hold higher this time too, because I think we start dropping too fast now. That's a hit. On the plate, on the gong. So I was already holding on the head, guys. And let me see something. I will try to see. Wow, at least 3 clicks, 3 more clicks. So we'll see if this correction will work out. This the gong shot was not planned, okay? All right. That should be a hit on the plate this time.
I think it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, let me see where we are at. So yeah, nice hit. Nice hit on the guts this time, but you guys see with corrections on the fly how you can really rely on this scope to register the hits. All right, 600 yards, and I have to add 3 more clicks. I'll hold a little bit higher since we were really a little bit off now. And as soon as we're ready,
let's do it.
all right. That's a hit on the plate.
6 o'clock.
I just don't know.
It's low.
It's low in the guts. Yeah, that's what I see. So 600 guts hit. I'll take that. Windage wise, we did very well. But as you can see, we dripped or dropped on elevation. And I was kind of afraid of it. The reason why we're dropping on elevation, guys, is when I collected the dope for this rifle, we had almost a week of very nice weather, and we were pushing 65, 70s. And now it's not even a 38. That's why I got the glove on my left hand. And with this slow flying bullet on that ammo, it is what it is. All right. But let me try to compensate more for that. And at 650, I'll basically do the Kentucky windage, and I'll do the Kentucky elevation holdover. Ula, are we ready with 650?
Yes, we are.
All right. Let's see. I think that's a hit on the plate.
7 o'clock.
I was holding on his neck level, elevation-wise. I can live with that. Holdover was on the elevation-wise, as you guys heard. I put it on his neck level, so that bullet dropped, and that's fine. We will see how that's going to sort out at the 700 plus. We have an interesting scenario there. So the orange target is squeezed between two white targets, and I should hit the orange target. So let me first see how much I have to add. That's 3 more clicks on the turret, and we're going to go for it now. Watch out for the wind, of course. Don't screw this up. Ula, are we ready?
Let's go.
All right. That's a hit on the correct target.
Center mass.
Center mass hit. Mission accomplished. Very nice performance with the adventures from the long branch number 4 T. Extremely happy with this rifle. Going back to the studio. Alright, I want to talk about that shot past 700 yards. This truly is a difficult shot. You had those 2 large targets set up on the sides of that smaller orange target, so there is absolutely a 0 margin of error for any bad wind calls, and I did that on purpose. We're going to see it more and more in the video, upcoming videos. But the rifle did deliver. Yes, we did have some hiccups. I did notice that I'm dipping down, especially past 500 yards. It was extremely visible, and I will attribute this to probably the ammo. The ammo, we were not shooting very fast. That Celerin Belot 180 grain bullet. We were started when I was working on with that rifle and creating a dope cord. I was already clocking at only 2,400, like 15 feet per second. And as I said, it was much warmer weather. So I can only imagine when in the day when we were shooting a video and the temperatures dropped 25 degrees lower, we were probably we lost speed, and you could live with that loss of the speed inside 500, but past 500 it is still, especially on that 180 grain bullet, it started being visible. So I'll put my money on that was the issue. Yet we still adjusted for it and kind of plowed through it. And 710 yard shots, I think that was a really fantastic accomplishment. But question was this the best rifle, sniper rifle of the World War II? As a sniper, I will tell you that in my eyes, the number 40 family of the rifles was probably one of the best, if not the best, sniper weapon system of World War II. Why? First of all, the rifle itself, the number 4, this is a Mark 1 Star because this is a long branch version, but the number 4 rifles, they are very well designed, and the rifle itself is a pleasure to shoot, handle. It's extremely comfortable and handy, and it's not as long as some other sniper rifles from that time period. Now, the British already knew that they want to put the cheek pads, and when the rifles were converted to the sniper rifles at the different factories, so yes, they were converted, not really manufactured as a sniper rifle like, for example, Soviets did with the PU snipers. So what was the selection process? Very quickly, during the manufacturing, when the rifle was built, regular number 4, and they were sighting those rifles, the best, or I should say the most accurate, most precise rifles were put on the side, and they were designated for the sniper rifle conversion. Then they were very carefully fitted into the stocks, There were scope mounting pads mounted on that flat side of the receiver. Cheek pad was added, the work on the trigger was done, and the rifle was synced to the scope. Then the number from the scope, serial number from the scope, was basically beaten to the stock, right here to the butt stock, and that was the merit system. So the whole thing was becoming the one piece. And the accuracy requirements for, or I should say precision requirements for those rifles were, one of the tests was at 200 yards. The shooter had to place 7 shots, and all 7 had to be hits within the 5-inch circle. So basically 2.5 MOA expectation. Now you may say, Rob, the 2.5 MOA, that's not really much, but you had to remember that was done with the wartime ammo production. So I think this was very realistic expectation, and I think that if those rifles were delivering that kind of precision at that time, I would be absolutely perfectly happy with it. Now we could expect more from those rifles with modern ammo, and I think that seeing and shooting numerous number 40s, I would say that most of them will basically group at around 1.5 MOA, slightly below, sometimes depends on the ammo quality you have to your disposal. But that's today. So now you understand what were the expectations from those rifles during the World War II. So the snipers, which they were having them, receiving them, they had to be a happy campers. Mobility with this rifle is fantastic. The rifle fits into you and it is a pleasure to shoot. Also, that addition of the cheek riser really helps to shoot the rifle from all the different alternate other than prone positions. And you have to remember, as a sniper, most of the time, I can guarantee you, the moment you step out from the range, you're going to be forced to use the rifle from other than prone positions because of the terrain. So the addition of that cheek riser helps tremendously, and I think so that was a great idea. Also, the way how the stock was manufactured, it was a really decent stock. Was this the best stock of the all sniper rifles from World War II? Hell no. And I think this is the common theme what we're going to see with number 40. The number 40 sniper weapon system never placed itself in a top category for anything, right? But I think it accumulates enough points in each category, stock, accuracy, scope mount, to beat all other sniper rifles. So it is not on the top all the time, but it is really high in every category. And it gets enough points in my eyes, from my experience and from the perspective of the sniper, to put this rifle on the very top. And going back to the stock, you may ask, well, which stock you think was better? I would say to you the 19 Springfield 1903 A4 stock, at least from my perspective, with that grip, it was much better than what we got here, but this is good enough. Now, as far as a glass, the British put 3 different types of the number 32 scopes. That was a Mark 1, Mark 2 and Mark 3. Mark 1 and Mark 2, they both experienced some difficulties at the beginning. Snipers complained about those scopes having an issues with retaining the zero. That was addressed and the backlash was removed. The different springs was installed through the retrofit program, but the true progress was made with the Mark 3 scope, which was perhaps one of the best of those 3, and but that was closer to the end of the World War II. But the Mark III scopes served, wow, past basically the 50s and 60s in Great Britain. In Canada, because this is a Canadian REL version, you have to remember that those number 40 rifles served all the way basically to the 60s, because at the end of the 50s we had the introduction of the fall sniper, which we talked about it in one of the previous episodes already. So the mileage which people got out of those rifles and the scopes was fantastic. Now, going back to the scopes for a second, why I think so that those scopes are really placing high on the totem of the old sniper scopes from the World War II, because you had actually a repeatable clicks on the turrets, and the turrets were tracking. So Mark 1 and the Mark 2, at the beginning they had 2 MOA clicks, or later on the Mark II switched to the 1 MOA clicks for the elevation. The Mark III was 1 MOA on the elevation. So that first idea from the Mark I of 2 MOA turrets, that was quickly corrected, and the people came up with it. You know, we shooting so precisely with those rifles, we could use those more fine adjustments, and that was done, and those scopes were upgraded in the later revisions to reflect the 1 MOA clicks on elevation of turrets. But just the fact that you had the clickable turrets and you could maneuver them, that meant that no matter what lot of ammunition sniper was receiving, now he could create a really good and fine-tuned dope cards for his future engagements. Big plus. So that's it. I could keep talking about this rifle for a very long time, going back to this specific one, and it's absolutely amazing. 100% matching long branch from 1944, and the scope is a Canadian REL. And you have to remember, when these rifles were going through the refurbishment depot or whatever, or repair depot during the World War II, and yes, Canadian snipers did use them in Europe. Sometimes they were put with the British number 32 scopes, because these scopes could be changed from rifle to rifle. So I'm really happy and lucky to have the example with the matching scope. That's absolutely fantastic, and to have the ability to show you guys, to present this rifle and what this rifle can do on the range. I think it is a fantastic experience, and I'm really honestly happy how it performed, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Alright, that's it. I'm zipping out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, please spread the news about the Vintage Rifles Shooters Club videos. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye!